Hello everyone. We're going to talk about the 5 fundamentals tonight. Hey, sometimes it comes in this. Sometimes you buy it separately. Yes.
The product beat.
Yes.
Isogenesis now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is it?
Isogenesis.
I don't even know what
On
Well, that's
product
in the
beat.
ageless essentials. That has
Right.
to be a,
Yeah.
but you can
It's
get
a little tricky. Now actually Linda will say there's actually 6. There's one more thing. It's not isogenics, but it's something we have to have. And in order for our system to work, you have to have it. In order for anyone to live, you have to have it. But really, truly, in order, water.
Water. I was going to say
Good
that.
job, Cecilia. All right, great.
Give me some.
So all you need to know are those things. When you're talking to people and you want to ramble off different pieces of information. The shapes, like you asked me that question, you know, you could look online, you could look at the label, you could look at a catalog, if you keep a catalog handy.
Well, I wasn't home. I was
No
out.
problem.
And but then
Or you
after
text
I
someone.
texted you, but then I thought, oh, I can Google it too.
Right, or you Google it or something like that. We don't have to know everything. That's the great thing. However, when you're speaking to someone, you do need to know a couple things about each one of these products. Otherwise, they're going to look at you like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
you don't know what you're talking about. Why am I going to sign up with you?
Well, like Patrick tonight asked me, I asked him, do you need any more stuff? And he was asking me about
Okay, great.
the ionic top, and you should take it, when you should take it.
Okay, and all of that, again, is on the label.
Okay.
So we don't have to be, you know, a little rebellic, but we're all adults at the same time.
Yeah, well.
Right?
Okay.
So you can like, you know, well, it says on the label to take 1 to 2 times per day.
Right.
So then for the future, you're directing him to look at the label or the box.
But his question was like, when? Like in the morning?
Sure.
But like,
And
if
I
you're
think
taking
it
it
does-
twice a
I
day,
think it does say that too.
he asked like, should I do it before I work out or?
for the ionics.
Yeah.
For ionics, it does say, well.
I think it gives a suggested time in the morning and the afternoon.
Does.
2 times a day. Or you can take it right before you go to bed. But those are questions that, yes, you want to know that, but also if you can direct them, that's good. So let's talk ionics. What 2 things do you think it's real important to know that you can tell people?
Stress.
Okay, what about it?
It
Can you
helps
get it?
your body to, yeah, that we all get it. It helps your body to, okay, word.
Lower.
Lower stress.
Your cortisol and for your body to manage it in a more healthy way.
Perfect.
Protect your body from the stress.
There you go. Now, if someone told you that,
Lower cortisol.
if someone told you that, would you be like, okay,
Right.
great.
I understand.
I don't need to know anymore, right? So if someone went into detail of it's full of adaptogens and the ashwagandha comes from the Himalayan mountains and it's this black sticky goo that helps people stay alive forever and that kind of stuff, would you be like, yeah, I want that? Or it lowers your cortisol levels, it helps to reduce stress, and it's getting people off the caffeine. Hello, Greta. Is that what you want to know?
It gets people off caffeine?
It's getting people off caffeine. Did you?
Raise
Well,
the
I
damage
don't,
as
yeah,
well.
well, I don't really drink.
You're not drinking coffee anymore, okay.
Really? So that helps the coffee drinker
Helps
wean themselves from it?
Is caffeine an
What's that? No, what'd you say?
Any other addictions that we?
Well, yeah. Has anyone, hi Greta, has anyone experimented with it where maybe you forgot to take it one day or you forgot to take it for like 3 days like I just did last week?
You took it, you didn't take it for 3
I
days?
did it. I did.
And what happened?
You know what happened to me? I went sugar crazy. Absolutely sugar crazy for an entire week. I shouldn't say that on video, but I did. And I had to put it all into perspective. Okay, yes, I did just hike 50 miles, but I've never gone that sugar crazy after hiking before. It's because of my ionics. It's because I did not do my ionics. So it curbs the afternoon cravings when you take it in the morning. So who gets that sugar craving in the afternoon?
Oh, all the time.
Well, I'm in the morning too.
But if I take my ionics,
You don't have it anymore, right?
so,
I don't crave sugar anymore, or carbs.
Right, and I went nuts. I went crazy. And I just couldn't get enough.
well, and one of the things with craving sugar
Uh-huh.
is you crave alcohol too.
I didn't do that, but
Because there
I didn't
is-
give it up that
Because there is has a lot of sugar and alcohol.
Ah,
So
right.
if you're trying to curb your consumption,
Right. Right. So yeah, it does. It's actually going to wean people off of a lot of things. So when we talk about this, we don't know, for instance, what it's going to do to anyone in particular, but we have lots of stories. People who are not drinking coffee anymore, people who are not drinking wine or other forms of alcohol, people who are not eating the carbs and the sugar, and just those bad cravings, even smoking. All those bad cravings that people have kind of go away, or at least lower, when they do ionics on a regular basis. So you can get as scientific as you want with all of these, but when you pinpoint what they want to know, what their issues are, they don't care about all the science. If they want to know the science, you direct them to isogenesis.health.net. Everything's there, or isoproduct.com. And it's all right there. Shake. 2 things about the shake. What does someone want to know about the shake?
It
feeling.
tastes good.
And feel free to jump in.
Tastes good.
Tastes good? Yep, that's an important one. Okay.
It's a complete meal replacement.
Okay,
Vitamins?
good. What about it?
Well, my question yesterday was, I was talking to someone that was doing some protein thing.
Right,
She said she
right.
didn't really like the taste of it. And I said,
Ah,
oh, I like
There's
it.
something to
The taste
compare,
of this.
yeah.
Yeah, and she said, well, does it have all the vitamins? And I was like, yeah, that's vitamins.
over 72 minerals and vitamins. An easy way to talk about the shakes that people like to hear, vitamins and minerals, is it can replace, or it has enough vitamins and minerals to replace 3 organic plated meals. So when people talk cost, and they're like, oh, but it's so expensive. Well, really? Because you have to eat 3 organic plated meals to make up for the amount of vitamins in this one shake. And you're going to be full, so it is actually your meal. How much is an organic meal going to cost you? $6 to $10. So you have to have 3 of them. Your choice.
1 shake serving
Uh-huh.
is the equivalent of 3 meals?
3 organic plated meals.
So the vitamins you get.
Okay.
The vitamins.
I know,
Vitamins and
I know.
minerals.
You know what I just
So
found
I don't
out?
have
The
to have
shilajit in,
Whatever, I get it.
in ionics.
Yes.
Potentiates the herbs and the vitamins. It helps to potentiate them and prolong the life of them.
Oh, interesting.
Found that out.
So you can throw some little scientific information out there to people if they're like really like, tell me more, tell me more. Throw something like that out there and they won't understand you whatsoever, but they'll be like, really? Now, when you're talking, this is just the average day person we're talking about. This is not the trainer, this is not the nutritionist or the dietitian or a doctor or anything like that. When you're speaking to them, yeah, you have to get technical and you have to get scientific and you have to know your stuff. So you want to make those appointments and do your research beforehand. But if you're just talking to someone, oh my gosh, this is great, you gotta talk about that. And when your girlfriend goes back with you, well, I use this. Well, yeah, is yours a meal replacement? And does yours have 24 grams of protein? And does yours taste good?
Yeah, she was impressed with the amount of protein.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And hers is soy, which never tastes good and is usually, what was I gonna say? Not full of all the vitamins.
And soy's bad for you,
And
right?
soy's bad.
Yeah, it's 24 grams?
Yeah, well, we have anywhere from 18 to 36, but
Okay.
the main one that most people do is 24. So there's 18, 22, 24, and 36. All right, cleanse. A couple things about the cleanse.
It's not a poopy cleanse.
Right?
Not a what?
Poopy.
Poopy cleanse.
Poopy, oh.
Everyone asks that. Do I have to stay home?
Right.
Can
Oh.
I do this at work?
I get it.
Am I gonna
Because
be a
when
mess?
people think cleanse, they
Oh,
think
wow.
sitting on the toilet and cleansing,
Oh, no.
which is horrible, right? So one of the first things people think when they think cleanse.
Oh.
All right, what else?
Colostomy. Like-
Right?
Yeah, I have.
Right.
Now that
Yeah,
is.
colonic, like a
Right.
You have the part.
I just,
Right?
I may have made a
Make sure
mistake
no one's lost.
posting that I was finishing a 2-day cleanse,
Uh-huh,
but I had posted it on, I had just finished a hike, like 3-mile hike,
yep.
and I think people might have misinterpreted what I meant by cleanse. And
Okay.
they see me hiking,
Oh.
thinking, how is it
Well,
hiking
how
after
can you
a
do
cleanse?
that?
Got a bag
Yes,
with it?
maybe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, while I was on the 50, I hiked with Lisa Victoria actually, from the south room to the north room and then back again a different day. And we drank cleanse while we were hiking to help with
Inflammation.
Inflammation, oh.
removes inflammation. Or actually, the more appropriate statement would probably be, because we are all compliant with our words, correct? Has anti-inflammation properties.
That's a nice way to say it.
Come on in.
So if you're doing the cleanse for inflammation, do you,
You just do a serving.
okay, so like Patrick said, you take it in the morning. Does that make sense to you in the morning if you're gonna eat your
You
lunch?
can really take it anytime you want. All you're doing is filling your brain and your body with those properties. Hello. Hi. How you doing? I'm good. Good. Hi. Hello.
Maybe dinner.
No worries. All right, real quick, Raquel, since we have a couple new people, Raquel, Greta, Marlene, Cecilia, Justin, Ralph, and Sean.
Hi, how are you guys?
Whose house, whose dog?
And this is Victoria's daughter, Kathy's.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it great? For the dog.
Yeah, look at like, care about the house.
Dog. I love the house. Let her pass the dog thing, but.
Oh, I love the dog.
Yeah.
I'm good right here.
All right, so
Big city.
who doesn't care about that? You say that to someone who's got the discomfort in their legs or their arms or their hands or their back. I mean, Justin, you hear about this all day long. He's a massage therapist. I can take care of it. Just let me know your problem, I can take care of that. And again, what else about the cleanse? He's good.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, my kids drink it. Okay, there's a lot of other things to go with each of these. What we're doing is just discussing really easy, fly off your tongue things about each of the fundamentals. Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Without getting, overly technical or anything, what is it that differentiates it from a poopy cleanse? Like, what's not in it or
Ooh,
what's in it?
That's a good one.
I don't know. Does anyone?
I think because
Marlene?
the cellular cleanse,
I'm
it's
not
a little
sure.
different, it kind of goes to the cells versus it's not really trying to,
It's not
it's
a
really
digestive.
fueling your body full of like nutrients with the botanicals and everything versus trying to, you know what I mean?
Eliminate.
Yeah.
Eliminate. Okay. Yeah.
Because it has like
So
aloe
it's
vera
going
and
in,
turmeric.
yeah, and it's removing, it's actually pushing the toxins off of our DNA and our cells, and then through the water, and even with our shakes and everything, then you flush them.
So you can
So I
say
don't know
it
that-
removes toxins at a cellular.
Yes, yes. It lifts off. Let's not say remove,
Yes.
because they also have to drink
Right.
water.
Right.
And a lot of people don't drink enough water. So if they don't drink enough water, it's gonna remove, but they're gonna float
Right.
around. Have you guys ever cleansed and not had enough water and you didn't really lose any weight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Water makes all the difference.
Well, that
Make
happens
sure
with
you
the work
drink, because
that I do,
otherwise
too.
you're just starving yourself for no reason.
I was gonna say that happens with the work that I do too, that people have toxins
Right.
released and if they don't drink enough water, they
Yeah.
get sick and cramps.
Yep, that's why number 6.
So after you get a massage, would it be best to do the cleanse before or after? Would it matter?
Oh,
It's like,
good.
like, they always give
That's
you
a
water.
good one.
That is a good question. I don't know, what do you think? Before?
It,
Like a day or two before?
To do what?
Do
Do
a
a
cleanse
cleanse.
before
I'm
you
not
get a
really sure
massage?
how that would
Or
work.
on the same day?
It would probably be good to do it on the same day, I'm thinking, just because.
You're releasing so much toxins right now.
Make him have him be the second day of the process. Yeah,
Interesting.
because they do talk about that, and I've heard other people talk about it. It's all good, I'm getting a massage today. It's all good. So, yeah, I wonder, well, let's experiment, Justin.
That's a good question.
And let's come in, I'll come in, anyone else that wants to come in and get a massage?
Oh, massage, maybe I need to.
Right? And we'll do
When I'm
day,
cleansing.
we'll do day 2.
Okay.
We'll do day 1 without, day 2 with the massage, and we'll see if it ends up being a little bit different than our normal
Yep.
cleanse days.
Yeah, that's be interesting
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. You know what we should do, Justin? This is just a whole different topic. I'll get you and maybe one other person, and let's just do a massage day in someone's house. Did you ever come to my parties where you did that?
No, I guess not.
Those were great. Sorry, we're gonna take a little break. But I would do like a psychic here, a massage therapist there, an esthetician there, in different rooms, and everyone had their own private little areas, and they got all their services done. Anyways, okay. How many of you are using the vitamins? Okay, great. Couple things that you can say really fast about the vitamins that people are gonna relate to, not scientific, but they're gonna relate to.
They are pharmaceutical
Okay,
level,
pharmaceutical level,
so they're not with a lot of fillers that you get at other establishments.
Okay.
Like I didn't even name any places.
right?
GNC.
You know, our master formulator used to be the formulator for GNC and High Health, but he
Right.
has since left and made his own.
Now, when I look at the packaging for that, it looks
Uh-huh.
like it's marketing it to women.
Oh, no, there's a
Well,
men. There's a men.
So there's a men's version
There's
and
a
a
man
women's
and
version.
a
Okay,
woman.
well, no, I didn't touch it, but I saw it was on the
You know what,
counter.
the one she had,
The one she got-
specifically got, right, you need to
For
get
women.
her when,
So
men
I
and
just steered clear.
Well, I
There's a
will
man.
tell you.
There is a man.
that
No, I didn't know.
the men usually notice
Yes.
and feel it right away. What do you notice after taking these vitamins? And has anyone felt it within the first month?
I haven't taken them yet.
I felt really good, but one thing I noticed, a friend of mine, I hadn't seen her, she knew I was on Isogenesis,
Mhm.
and she said, I'm sorry if I'm staring, she said, but you know what, for as much weight as you've lost, you really have no wrinkles. I said, you know what you need?
Natural skincare.
Your skin, I mean, your skin.
Come on in.
Yeah.
Natural skincare. Who doesn't want to get rid of the wrinkles and look younger? Feel younger, look younger. Right. Start these, you're gonna feel and look younger. And a lot of people, 10 to 15 years younger. That's just.
What's a quick answer, you know, if you say it's pharmaceutical, how many people say, what does that mean?
That means that a pharmacist, and maybe we'll have Greta answer that, but my response would be that a pharmacist could actually feel comfortable selling this or giving this away to their patients because it's all done according to their grades and their levels.
So it speaks to
Let's see
quality.
what speaks of the quality. How would you answer if, hi Lisa, how would you answer if someone said, what makes this pharmaceutical grade level?
What makes it a pharmaceutical?
I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
What's that? It's in the way.
But you're saying,
Isn't it
the grade, the way it's released
And the way
A lot of products have fillers, sand, different forms of binders. There's lots of different things out there. A lot of them use sand, some use soy, different
So you can
things.
say they've got no fillers.
Yeah, there's this, it's pure. There's no sand from binders or fillers. It's pure ingredients. And it's an absolute multivitamin. Lisa and Victoria are really, really up to date on the vitamins and isogenesis. If someone said to you, what makes this a pharmaceutical grade vitamin? Do you have a response?
Gosh, no one's ever asked me that question.
Okay, or a medical grade?
No one's ever asked me that.
All right, well, homework assignment for everybody. Let's be able to answer that question.
Yeah. Has someone been asked?
What would you
Something
say
like
though
that.
about them, the ages?
I would ask that,
Right.
that's why I'm asking.
I mean, that's how I would respond. It may or may not be what they're looking
Because
for.
maybe you don't necessarily use that term then, maybe it's better to just know what's important about it and,
Right.
you know what I mean, say that versus putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna have to answer a question you can't answer.
Yeah, exactly. Make a comment that you can back up if they
Right.
ask more comments.
Right.
Say that.
what is the cost of Isogenesis vitamins compared to like what you're buying?
That's exactly, I was gonna say, that's,
Cost.
the cost is the thing, you could never go and purchase all the ingredients in this pack individually at the same cost.
Yeah.
And then you have to figure out what to take together and what not to take together, but these, they're all formulated so that they're.
And what you get into
They
the
absorb
package is,
better.
yeah.
Takes the
You know.
guessing out of, you don't
Yeah.
have a bunch of bottles of
Right.
different things.
No
The
guesswork.
simplicity is the biggest thing about it. And so when people talk costs, yeah, they're not cheap vitamins, but like Raquel said, you're not gonna be able to go out there and buy, and especially these pure, and again, you can use the word pure.
I am too.
Again, no binders, no fillers, anything like that. But these pure ingredients and have all those bottles, plus if you did that, your counter would have this much space of vitamins.
I love that wheel.
That's exactly what I was
You know,
looking for. I
when
thought
you're
I
trying
had
to find the vitamins that contain all
All of
there's
that
no
stuff.
way.
No, we've shown it to several doctors, and actually Dr. Alex, who you guys are familiar with, her husband is a baro specialist, and he's very much on top of his vitamins. And he took a look at the box and the package, he's like, okay, all right, has everything that I'm currently buying plus more. And you can tell me, when you're telling me I can get this box instead of this cabinet full, which that takes a lot of time to buy all those vitamins, go to the different stores to buy them, open them, take the pill, close them back up, put them in the cabinet. Nobody has time for that, whereas we just rip open the packet and take them, you're good.
How many children have?
With the new one, is there 6, 7?
Yeah, it's a little different. The night in the morning.
7, yeah, 6 at night, 7 in the morning now?
Yeah, I think there's more in the morning than.
Never had
There's
anyone
one,
ask me
there's
that.
one
Well, I was wondering,
evening.
Yeah,
a lot. Don't even every.
Right, right.
You have me on a whole bunch of.
Right,
What's
yes.
missing is the
Yeah,
vitamins.
is that the new one?
That's, isn't that the isogenesis?
I think the
Yes,
the PM one does not have
You mind if I
vitamins.
show this?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
that's-
so that's the wheel.
I think
You
that's what
might
makes
see
it
that
hard
tomorrow.
to
Or tonight.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I struggle, I find on my
It's
computer.
because it finally dawned on me, I was probably not getting.
I think that's what makes it pharmaceutical grade.
Is
all the ingredients.
All of the vitamins.
Right.
The wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, but everything's in there.
So.
Yep, that's awesome.
Vitamin meal.
Okay, I'm with you.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm trying to find it in
Okay.
here.
So yeah, so someone, if Victoria was here, we know she'd be on top of that.
What's
She'd
that?
take care of that tomorrow.
What's that?
The question is, if
Am I
someone
coming?
asked us if the, what makes it pharmaceutical grade, being able to have that answer. Marlene says it's probably the ingredients of being able to have all of those combined into those few pills.
And they're very,
And no filler.
no
Right.
filler, cause
I think
they-
most of your vitamins
Yeah.
have fillers.
See that?
Well, and,
Oh, yeah, that,
Yeah,
this-
the wheel.
yeah.
yes, I love that.
I'll send that
So we'll
to
post
her.
that tomorrow.
It tells you all, I mean,
Right.
that wheel shows you
I'll
what you
share
have to
everything.
consume to
Yeah,
get the
just
state
those
of.
Kind of the amount of each vitamin.
Right, so like all that wine, you know, what's called resveratrol,
Right.
you have to drink that many bottles of wine to
Exactly.
get the resveratrol that's in the,
Yes.
One
pills.
serving.
and get one in one,
Yeah.
in one day serving.
So it's basically the purity of it.
It's the quality.
It's the pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
But I will say this, I've been to a few, okay, I'm 42, I've had a few physicals, and my doctors consistently ask me, have you been taking your vitamins? And I'm notoriously bad about it, you know, whether it's this particular one or that one. So I think the simplicity
Yeah.
of taking the right, whatever that cocktail batch is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if I was taking that thing on a regular basis, I would come out of that appointment, you know, a doctor session, whatever, with glowing reports on my
Right.
vitamin discussion.
Well, and the other difference is most people don't feel a difference when they take
That's
the
just a
vitamins.
picture, I'm just trying to.
They take them because they're told to.
I know.
Or because they know they're supposed to, but who knows what to take? Who knows what
Exactly.
their body needs? Who knows the right brand to take and where to buy it from? And so many people are taking it, but there's, I forgot the percentage, I used to know this. The percentage of people that cannot even digest the caps.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Oh, I have
that
a
it's
gross
very
story, can I tell it?
Sure.
So someone said, hey, you sell that isogenic stuff, don't you? And I was like, okay, yeah. They said, well, we just heard that Waste Management, they do a survey once a year where they go in and they find vitamins and they take them out. And you know where they're taking them, okay. And they're whole and they do a, whatever you want to say on it, right? To find out.
An
Do you-
analysis?
Yes. Do you know what the #1 whole vitamin is that they find in the sewage?
What?
Centrium silver.
I was just gonna say.
The most popular one.
Right.
Yeah, they find it whole.
Wow.
So the guy, his point was, he goes, you guys have vitamins too, and I heard that they dissolve immediately. I go, let's test it. So I had some with me and I threw them in my water. They'll come back in an hour and let's check. So, you know, they're getting all mushy and everything already. By the end of the day, they were completely dissolved. But
And in water.
yeah, in water.
No acid or anything else that's
Exactly.
in
That's what I
our
told
system.
him too. So it was like,
Thought about trying that.
I'm going home to tell my wife. But it was like,
Wow.
isn't that gross? I mean, it's gross, but isn't that cool?
That's really interesting. Can you post that tomorrow? Do we,
You want me to say all that?
something like that?
Well, another.
Yes, but how many people's parents?
I do like to talk about shit. You know, I am all about talking about shit.
How many people's parents in our group are taking that?
Oh, I bet. Okay, I'll post something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe we want to have some facts behind us, so someone will do some research. I'll try it, someone do some research and let us know when you did it.
She looked at you, Raquel.
Yeah,
Just
vitamin
saying.
D.
Again, if Victoria was here, Victoria would be right on that.
There's vitamin D.
She's feeding the dogs and taking them out.
Yes.
Dog.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah.
There is vitamin D3.
When
She
I
was.
asked her.
Yeah.
Because I never wanted.
She was and then she left.
Yeah.
Well,
And I was low.
The doctors always, listen, I get sun, I still have to take every doctor and the.
Come on, Roxy.
So they really relate that down to colon health.
Yes, I had to put on my 50,000 before.
Roxy, well behaved, she used to jump all over.
One thing about these vitamins,
I'm here.
I've never had an upset stomach, but I'm taking them on an empty stomach now.
Roxy, you
Ever.
did perfect timing. We're
And
gonna
you
do
know,
it.
it actually helps with the problems when you're on the
I'm sorry.
They help remove the system when you're on them. They will help
Yeah.
while you're on the system when you're taking them. So they work hand in hand. together.
Everybody Annette, if you don't know Annette, I think you may not know Shana, Ralph, and Justin, probably know Cecilia, Marlene, Raquel, and Greta.
Very good. There's a quiz
Pass the
at the end.
test. All right, so what we're doing is discussing the 6 fundamentals and just a couple of easy, non-scientific things that we can straighten back up if anyone asks questions. Thank you, Greta. Isogenesis. Who wants to say a couple things about that? Product fee.
Love it.
Why?
What is it?
Isogenesis.
Well, my sister, for instance,
Oh.
just started taking it.
Yes.
She's just taking that. She doesn't
Marlene,
take any
write
of the
this
other
down for me.
vitamins.
Whatever they
But
say.
she said she noticed a huge difference in her hair.
Your hair.
Her hair.
Yeah, hair,
and-
nails, skin.
Their skincare.
Yeah, hair, nails, and skin.
Let me get myself out.
Yep. And she's just taking isogenesis, not the vitamins.
Right.
Okay, all right.
And they also helped her with her energy level.
Energy, exactly, okay. Again, natural skincare. Roxy.
Who else can I make breakfast?
My dad has found it has lowered his blood sugars.
Can we say that though?
We can say blood sugars, we cannot say diabetes.
My sister had to have her insulin decreased twice.
Helps to stabilize.
We can
2 weeks after
also, yep,
starting.
we can, well, I don't know if we want to say
I don't
stabilize.
think I stabilize.
Let's go,
Because what
let's
if you
go
don't want your
again.
blood sugar lowered?
Lower,
But we're still
blood
talking
sugar.
just essentials?
No.
You know,
Isogenesis.
Now, when we talk stuff like this, you want to follow that, or you want to preface it, I should
Lower
say,
blood sugars.
with, we have several stories of people that have lowered their blood sugar. So you heard how I said, my dad has
Right,
found.
right.
Greta found. One of Greta's associates has found. Did you say your dad?
My sister.
Your
Your sister.
Marlene's sister has
And that's all she
lowered.
does is the
So we don't want to state it will, but we have
Right.
several stories that it has lowered their blood sugars. Not diabetes or diabetic, blood sugars.
So can they
Or
send it
glucose
to website, can they send it to your Facebook site where it says a prescription has is no longer a diabetic,
That's from a doctor.
right?
We can send it to compliance and see what they said.
I know, I need to.
We should, just so that we
I know
know.
we could post it on Game Changers, and then people could go to Game Changers and do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like to talk about the telomeres support, and
Okay.
that's just pretty.
That's a big one too.
That's huge.
So explain that, Marlene, what do you mean by telomere support?
Telomeres
Hi.
are the caps on the end of your DNA that look like shoelace caps, and they determine how long you will live by the length of your telomeres. So this isogenesis helps to support the length, because as you age, it's because your cells divide and the telomeres get shorter and shorter and shorter. So these vitamins help actually, even it helps to lengthen a little bit too, haven't you?
Keeps them the same.
Yeah,
Keeps them the same.
I think that's short anyway.
That's it, but they can't say
They
that.
can't say that.
So they actually have shown that it actually can,
So it keeps them.
but they don't, yeah, they're not gonna say that.
That's my favorite.
It keeps them so that they don't shorten as fast as they would have without this.
I just say support your tail. And everybody knows what telomeres are, right? Did you hear?
Here they do, but I don't think in the other
Did you hear what
world.
you guys hear what I'm saying?
Not in the other world, but the nicer world.
Someone said it was the fountain of youth. You wanna explain that one to me? Like, why would they say that? I've heard it a couple
No, if I
times.
feel comfortable with that.
About what?
The product is a fountain of youth.
Yeah, you know, Jill actually has said it a couple times. It's the fountain of youth, because it's what, you know, her skin looks the
Let
best.
me ask the people that are in the beauty industry. If I said that I have a bottle that's the fountain of youth,
I
how
gave
would
her
you
a
react?
treat.
Well, all I
Tell
know
her
is that it doesn't just stop radiation, it reverses it. I mean, we do read that on the stuff, so,
There's 30 years of research, it's won a Nobel Prize.
yeah, that's what I usually start out with, saying that it doesn't only just stop it, reverses it.
I think, but, okay, back to that kind of Nobel Peace Prize. Because originally, I thought that Isogenesis won the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, it's not that. okay?
No, it's not.
It's scientists, not even that. No,
It's
no,
the
no, it's not even,
research.
it's the research of just telomeres,
Yeah.
not isogenesis or the product itself.
Right.
It's a research of telomeres that got the Nobel Peace Prize. And
Right.
basically when they found out they exist, that was what they won the
Yes.
Nobel Peace Prize for.
Mhm.
And then the scientists then went and created this product that was focused in on protecting and supporting the telomeres. And so that's what Dr. Anderson basically did, right? And so is it Anderson or the other one that did that?
It's
And
both.
It's both, it's both, right, so they
Yeah.
went in
Great.
and basically created this product to support the telomeres. So,
So I met,
quadruple it from the old formula, haven't they?
Was
Didn't
that?
they quadruple it from the other
It's
previous formula?
20% more active.
20%.
And you've been on it for a month now? 2 months?
Well, since, yeah,
Two
I'm on my
months.
second box.
And you have felt the difference between the first product B and this now, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
What have you felt different?
Oh, gosh. Well, one of the things that I feel that they practically just, especially the product B, you no sooner put them in your mouth and they practically just like dissolve. I mean, so I like that. So
They
I
don't
know
get
that
choked
they're
up in your
really
throat.
quickly absorbing into my
Yeah,
body, into my,
right.
system. And I'm just noticing more and more my skin and my nails
Yeah.
and my
Same my nails
complexion.
and anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've never
do
had nails
not-
my entire life, and I'm
Yeah.
starting to grow nails, which is
Okay.
kind of weird. That-
My hair is getting super thick. It's like nursing hair. It's not really good for me, but it's what is happening.
so I met another,
That's what my sister said was going on with her hair, was that it was feeling really thick and soft and just all sorts of things.
It's a new way of managing it.
It's not that it's the
So-
nails and stuff just from the Supremes, I haven't done it.
Okay.
huh?
Okay. Maybe the shape.
Yeah.
Or maybe the shapes.
Yeah.
Combination.
Just-
Again, they all go together.
Yeah.
You know.
So I met another girl at a bar class, bar as in B-A-R-R-E, let's get that straight. And she works, she's doing all these testings, but Isogenesis came to ASU, and that's where she works.
Okay.
And they brought their vitamin B. And so she was thrilled to hear that they upgraded the vitamin B, because what the testing that they did, they felt that it was just mediocre. It wasn't to the
Oh,
fullest.
okay.
You mean the
So-
product B?
The product B itself. And so she said that they had, she got to meet all of them, so she started naming all the people that we know.
Nice.
And so she was really excited that they'd done it 40% more. And she said they knew that they were gonna take it back and do something with it after their
Right.
findings. So I thought that that was fun.
So you guys you could also say that it was tested at ASU.
Yeah, but didn't you say in one of my
But
teachings
that's
way
so
back
testing,
when
but-
that they allocate so much money for the testing of their vitamins?
I don't know about vitamins.
She said that.
It's
did I say vitamins?
Yeah, because Bill says it to everyone now.
I think
Millions, he says,
it's like
too.
$3 million.
1
at
million
least
per.
to
That's
the
it.
entire-
To make
I think
them
it's the
pure.
whole-
Right.
For the year,
Yeah,
right?
everything.
It's for everything, to make
I think
it
it's
pure.
a whole. It goes through 3 different stages of testing.
Yeah.
So I'll get him to say everything.
Yeah.
It's a locked door
Before it hits
testing
the market.
to make sure it goes one door, they make sure that it's pure and that it can pass through and there's no, any kind of side in it, then it goes to the second door, then the third door, and then goes out to the public.
So it has to,
Yeah.
it's like triple tested.
All right, what would you say about water? How much? Hello, off your body weight.
Flushes the
There you go.
toxin.
Also, yeah, flushing burns in your
Hi,
body.
hi, girls.
Can I go back to that one when you were talking about?
Yeah.
So somebody, like my dad has diabetes.
Yeah.
So no, but if I told them, oh, you should do this, my mother would be like, oh, no, I'm good. And what would I
Right.
tell her? You know, like have the doctor make up an ingredient or something?
Well, you gotta find out what they're concerned with, like why they won't do it. Will they not do it because it's not doctor recommended, because it's not a pill form, as you know, a lot of our parents' generation are pill poppers? Is it cost? Is it, you know, what's their reasoning with why? Is it too
I'm not sure
much?
it's because
Is
it's,
it too complicated?
you know, a lot of physicians come from the doctor. or my mother.
Right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So, all right, then if that's the case, why don't you show your doctor and see if they approve it? Because we have lots of doctors who actually sell it to their patients, lots of doctors who approve it, lots of doctors who know of it and
Right,
accept it.
doctor.
Mhm.
Sign up the doctor.
So,
Just about the vitamins, you mean, the doctor?
anything, yes, sir.
What is the form of the isogenesis? Is it a powder? Is it?
It's a pill, it's a gelatin capsule.
It's a capsule.
I'm sorry, it's a vegetable capsule.
Yeah,
Good. That's
Pure
another good thing
vegetable
too.
that-
Everyone likes that.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. Because again, going back to not everyone can digest their pills, and especially anything that's not a vegetable. A lot of people can't even swallow pills, so like we were just discussing, it gets stuck in their throat and it doesn't dissolve right away. And then there's 3 things about vitamins. They either don't absorb it, they can't swallow it, or it doesn't digest. So we'll just bring up our little piece of information on waste management. I wonder if there's something that we can get some form of fact on that.
So what if somebody says, I can't swallow pills, like I wanted my sister's
Right. You know, and I hear
daughter
that
to do
all
it.
the time.
What do you do?
However, these actually do dissolve really fast, that we're not finding that to be a problem with people.
But if she can't swallow them, what is she gonna do? Is she gonna chew them?
Well, most of them can't swallow like the big horse pills. They can't do it. They have a complex, they can't do it. And these
Yeah.
are nice and smooth,
Yeah.
and they go down really easy. So they just have to try it. I mean, that's all you can say is, you know what, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
People figure it out, and they're able to do it
Okay.
with this kind. You just have to try it. If you
Okay.
can't do it, you'll get your money back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you're not gonna waste any money,
Mm-hmm.
but you may gain a lot.
Yeah.
So sometimes they just have to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Okay, for those of you that want more information on product, easy things to say, things that you can just whip right off when people talk to you. Does that give you your information? Yes.
What's the major difference between the ageless essentials and the isogenesis?
Well, they're two different things. The Aegis Essentials is going to be like your CoQ10, your multivitamin,
Right.
the omegas, what am I missing?
Sea light.
Sea light.
I think.
Which is now coming in the new formula
Mhm.
in the next pack. And then the Isogenesis is your antioxidant, if you want to put it that way.
Okay.
Very intense antioxidant.
Okay.
And you can get them both together. So you can get, like, you can get the 80% with the product fee, you can get it without it, or you can just get the product fee.
Yep.
And isogenesis is what they're calling product B now?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes, it's the new formula.
Okay.
Product B just kind of happened and
Right.
it's stuck, but we're at a point where we can't just have those type of names anymore.
Okay. So that's the best way to describe it, as an antioxidant?
Yeah. That's how I describe it. Anyone else different?
On the isogenesis.
Uh-huh.
I think that's good.
If you want a one word to describe it
And
that people
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
So
Powerful.
everybody knows that
Powerful antioxidant, not just a antioxidant.
Not just any
It's
other.
got multi
Yeah,
blends.
That's good.
yeah.
And the cost, just so, because everyone always asks me this, I don't know why I get this. Ageless Essentials, if you buy just the regular vitamin and the Isogenesis, it's the same as if you were to buy the Ageless Essentials.
Oh, no discount by buying the box?
Well, no, so like the Ageless Essential has the product B in it, right? So what you're getting for your vitamins and your product B together is like 140. If you buy just the vitamins, like 60 something, and then if you just buy it's 70, right? So it's about the same price.
Okay.
You know, so you might as well just get the box that
Right.
has the vitamins and the product B.
Right, versus a box.
Because they
and
wanted
a
to buy
box.
separate, and I was like, I don't know why you would buy it
Yeah.
separate. Buy it all together in the one box.
Right.
I like to have a
I think
separate bottle.
they may get rid of the other one, the blue box, the regular one at some point.
Without the B.
Yeah.
I have
I
a
bought
lot of
the-
people on that.
I bought the
Oh, really?
Isogenesis.
That's
okay.
crazy.
So that I could
Go
take-
up.
But breastfeeding moms can't do the
Correct.
Isogenesis, so
Right.
they would
Yeah.
probably need to.
Oh, that's a good
For
point.
that
Good
reason.
point.
That's why they're, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Good point.
Good
So
point.
Raquel is actually,
Just
you can
getting
flip that around to show
cannot
everyone.
do the
Raquel is
product
actually
B.
on a page from the company that is all just quick, three to four different statements about each of the fundamentals. And it actually will go into a lot of our products, but there's one of the fundamentals, and then there's one of quite a few of our other ones. So if you guys want to look at that, can you show them the title?
So the wording of it, you know what, I'm not on the internet, so it's just something I've saved on my computer. By the way, I just recommend that, like, that honestly,
Yeah.
someone wrote that the other day, and it's such a good idea, like, when you see something you like, just make a page, like, go into your words or your thing, copy it and make a page of it, and just make a file. Like, I have a folder that says product info, and I just put all my product info in there. I have a folder that says, different things, and product training, whatever it is, and that way, when I'm looking for something, I can just click on it, and right there is the information for me,
Great.
Like, start.
Try and hunt it down.
Like, find mine now. But then you try to go back, where did I find that again? Where did I find that again?
We
Yeah.
have a ton of apps. There's a ton of different apps, but some people will
That's a
pull
great idea,
things from
Raquel.
different places too.
Yeah,
And
it is.
it's
Yeah.
really
I just
good.
have a folder.
And so, yeah, if you just have a folder, if you see something
right
on
now
Pinterest
together.
or even on the internet,
That's
doesn't
what I
even
did.
be Isogenesis related to something.
Yes, it's so much quicker.
And just pull it and
And
save
also
it,
have
and then you'll have it when you want it. That really is the best idea, because someday, someone is gonna ask you for that article that you talked about a year ago, or 6 months ago, or 3 months ago, and you're like,
Where did I put it?
yeah.
Have it all once.
Right, and we always think we'll get back, we'll do something with
Yeah.
that, oh, that's great, I'm gonna post that later. Like whenever you share, like something rather than sharing it right away, I'm gonna do that later, you're right, you're
Yeah,
not.
you just And printing them is great too.
Yeah.
A folder with a lot of them.
Yeah, notebook with separate categories and just flip to it with your little tabs or.
Right,
Yeah, I saw that, I thought that was good.
yeah, so the biggest thing is get to know that, practice your words, whoever you want to speak to, another person, an animal, a stuffed animal, it doesn't matter. But just say the words, get comfortable saying what feels comfortable to you. So if saying something like it's pharmaceutical level doesn't feel right to you, then you know when you practice it, you're not going to say that to someone. So just get comfortable, kind of get your couple 2 to 3 different things and be able to spout it off at any reason. If they get more serious and they want more research, they want more product information, you know what, that's great. I really don't have time for that right now. I don't have time for that right now. Let me send you to our scientific website.
Yeah.
Would you have a chance to look at that, and then you can look up anything you want? Would you prefer to do that? Because really, if you're talking to someone that wants all kinds of scientific information, they want to look it up themselves anyways. They don't want you to give I can speak today. Your version, exactly, thank you. They want the scientist's words, they want the product, they want the research. They want that information, and we list all that. And you can just tell them, hey, all of the research is there. Then you have the scientists and the nutritionists and and everyone in giving you their thoughts and their opinion and their facts. Rather than my opinion, go there.
Is everything a money back guarantee?
There's a money back guarantee within 30 days.
So like if I said to my sister, you should try this Isogenesis, she'll be like, well, they'll say try it, but after 30 days, if she doesn't.
She doesn't return it within 30
Within 30
days.
days, return the
She
bottle
has
or
to
whatever
call the
left.
company within 30 days. They will give her a return authorization number. She writes that on the box and she mails it back. and then she'll give her money back within a 30-day period. Yeah, that's the other thing, if people ever talk to you about buying off of Amazon or Craigslist or anything like that, there's no guarantee. It's usually not a cheaper price. It could be open, it
I
could
was
be
just gonna say, it could
expired.
be expired, it could be.
We don't know, there's no promises with it. Yeah, and we have set prices. We're not setting the prices, we're gonna give you the same price we pay, okay, unless you are giving it to them retail. But that's their choice. You spend $29, you get the same price I get. So why take your chance and buy it from someone who, we don't know, did they leave it in their car, their garage, we don't know what they did with it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
no.
All right, you do have dry erase markers?
The markers?
Great. I think this will come up,
Just a quick, you're talking about Cleanse for Life on here, and I think it's the easiest stuff to talk about. It's boost mental and physical energy and endurance. That's what it's meant to do. And,
Which product are you talking about?
Cleanse for Life
Oh, okay.
feeds and nourishes our body, unlike traditional cleanses, which depletes your body. So it's feeding your body versus depleting your body. And it's not a laxative or a diuretic.
I was just gonna say that, like, would it be right to say that it's not a diet?
Right, so basically you're saying it nourishes your body instead of, depleting your body, so it's not a laxative, it's not a diuretic. And it contains over 100 nutrients, including ionic minerals and antioxidants. And safe and effective weight, and helps encourage safe and effective weight loss.
Raquel, are you gonna post that? The Game Changers, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. On the returns too, I think it's really a good one is, you have all these people that'll try stuff, they won't like chocolate or they decide they don't like vanilla, and they're so good about taking it back. You just do a 3